In League of Legends, if I see a pro player saying a champion is OP, it's definitely worth checking out. Even more so if that player has a Korean flag next to their name. In this episode, we're diving into the potential of Aurora. After all, when a new champ drops, it's practically a Summoner's Rift tradition to abuse their OP state before Riot steps in. Let's see what conclusions I draw after my 7 days challenge. I'll definitely remember my first game for a long time. A strategic bush cover, and what do you know? The first trade actually went in my favor. It's always nice when your first trade doesn't end with a gray screen. First mana flow ban stack secured. I grabbed the second one in top lane, and now it's time to face Xerath. This matchup isn't easy with his insane poke and range. The god of League of Legends must really love me to pair my poor soul against this champion. While I'm just trying not to lose my lane, my team apparently had a different idea and decided to give the enemy 2 kills like it's early Christmas. Looks like my team's in the holiday spirit of feeding. Luckily, the enemy makes mistakes and drags out fights unnecessarily, giving me the perfect chance for better trades. And so, we both slowly engage in a psychological game to wear down our opponents. It's like a high-stakes chess match, except with more clicking and trash talk. Just when you think you've got it under control, in comes the plot twist nobody asked for. And there goes my flash, proving once again that even in League, I'm not immune to rookie mistakes. Xerath himself wasn't much of a problem. But of course, our little kitty decided to show off his claws again a bit later. He make it perfectly clear. No matter where I went, I could always feel the presence of that little predator. I guess he took a liking to me because he sacrificed everything he had just to take me down. But whenever I had the chance in mid, I made sure to show the opponent who's the real boss around here. Even Seraphine decided to arrange a little meetup with me and Sion on mid. And everything was going smoothly until our furry little friend showed up again. Seems like the purty never stops. I feel like no matter what I do, my destiny is already waiting for me. I head to top. Kitty's already sharpening its claws. I go back to top to help Sion. And you know what? Kitty shows up again, purring for a piece of the action. It's like the jungle cat has a built-in GPS for my location. It seems like there's this animal magnetism between our champions. Unfortunately, it's only one side that's enjoying it. Just another day in the League of Legends. Let's not kid ourselves here. I know that no matter what I do, I'm still gonna end up facing my mini-boss straight out of Dark Souls. After my death, all that's left is to watch how he takes out the rest of my team. It's terrifying how effortlessly he does it. We've got no choice but to surrender this unfortunate game and hope for a better tomorrow. Next game versus Corky? I don't see problem, buddy. Let's just hope he doesn't have more rockets than your average 4th of July celebration. Looking at how the game went, it seems I'm slowly getting the hang of this champion. Managed to snag 2 kills during the Drake fight. Sure, Zach got a bit too ambitious with his moves later on, but hey, what I earned, I earned. Sometimes I had moments where my brain felt like it was on vacation, but hey, we don't need to broadcast those too loudly. Instead, let's focus on the more successful plays where I really stepped up as a predator. That's probably all the great plays we'll see for now, as the team decided to surrender. Personally, I was swayed by my beloved Zach's latest stunt, who, as I mentioned before, has a knack for making questionable decisions. With an ally like that, I really feel like I'm playing League of Legends and experiencing the full range of emotions that come with the game. At times like these, I wonder what I did wrong with my life to end up where I am. In the final game, I was determined to put the pressure on Smolder from the start. Just like getting an early lead in the lane, I grabbed that level 2 advantage and poked Smolder like I was playing a game of who can annoy the opponent the most. The amount of damage Aurora deals has me questioning if Riot's balanced team accidentally gave her the power of a nuclear missile. I've got no choice but to keep bullying my opponent. Of course, trading 1 for 1 was also on the table. Anything to get that item advantage faster. Looks like our dragon friend was feeling lonely on mid and decided to invite a friend for some quality gank time. When your ult comes off cooldown just in time for the perfect play, you know the League gods are smiling down on you. The only thing left for me to do was to keep poking and poking that little lizard until the moment came when it knew its time was up. Of course, we can't forget that the fun isn't limited to just the mid lane. It's worth roaming so the rest of the enemy team doesn't forget about my exist. How's it going on mid? I think my insane damage is making Smolder want to uninstall League of Legends. It's time to go bot lane. Quick teleport to bot and take a farm. An unsuspecting Zoe gets deleted, and then outplay myself right into a death screen. During my next death, I gave our support some advice. Spoiler alert, it was as useful as trying to outsmite a Nunu. Sometimes I honestly have no idea how some of those fights went down. Enemies would show up, I'd drop my combo, and then, pooh, they just vanished from the map. I stopped feeling like a typical mage and started to transform into an assassin, hunting down my prey and making them disappear with just one combo. Enemies can be stubborn, but seriously, what's your game plan when Aurora and a max stack Darius are charging at you? You'd need Flash, Ghost, and a prayer. At one point, I wasn't even thinking about what I was doing. I was so in sync with this champion that my movements were automatic, dealing insane damage while dodging skill shots like a pro. After that chase, it was time to take Baron and close out the game. But do you know what the enemies did? Exactly. They surrendered and robbed me of the chance to reach even greater heights with this champion. Thanks for watching, and be sure to drop a comment on which champion I should test out in the next challenge.